What's up, guys? So we're back for another episode of How To Tuesday. Today I want to talk about something that is really relevant for Superhero Jack right now, because we just rolled out a new superhero program called Superhero Body Recomp. As you guys know, we have the cut and shred, the ladies glutes tone and slim, and the bulk and strength. I feel like everybody wants to do this. Everybody wants to lose fat while gaining muscle. So it was asked for repeatedly. So finally we built a program just to do that called the Body Recomposition Program. So we're talking about how to lose fat while gaining muscle. And I want to go over it. I want to make it, obviously it's a tedious process and a lot goes into it, but I want to talk about it. I want to give a quick overview. I want to talk about exactly how the program works, what it is, and how to do this specifically. So it's going to be a quick overview. I'm going to try not to push it. Like I said, I like the videos anywhere from 5 to 10 minute range, so we'll go through real quick, but we'll get right into it. Let's pop the monster and let's do it. Alright, so how the heck do you gain muscle while losing fat if the assumption is, in order to gain muscle, you need to be in a caloric surplus, and the assumption is to lose fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit. And if you don't know what those terms are, you should probably go back to How to Choose Your Diet video and How To Tuesday, like right here. I think it's right here. Trying to put it right here. You should probably go back to that. Caloric deficit is when your calories are under your maintenance level. Your maintenance level is if you were going to maintain your weight. So if you're in a deficit, that's to lose weight, or lose fat rather, is the goal. If you're in a caloric surplus, that's to gain weight or gain muscle is the goal. So how are you going to do that if you have to do both things at the same exact time? So the reason I say it's a tedious process, it's a slow process, it's sometimes a grueling process, is because you're not going to be able to focus heavily on one or the other because you're trying to do both. So if you're trying to cut, you may be able to take it, let's say, minus 250 or minus 500 calories per day, or even sometimes higher. Some people even go more aggressive than that and shoot for half a pound to 2 pounds per week of fat loss. Same thing goes for muscle gain. You can go plus 250, sometimes plus 500. I don't recommend going higher than that because then you start adding fat with the weight that you're gaining. You want to focus on gaining muscle. You can only gain so much at once, so you slowly climb in your caloric surplus. Week after week, you could raise it. So those you're heavily focused on doing a specific goal. On a body recomp, you're not. You are using something called calorie cycling. So how we do that, calorie cycling. So how we do that is we're going to be eating at a maintenance level. I'm not writing all this. We're going to be eating at a maintenance level for calories on your lifting days to feed our muscles and to grow and gain strength. But in order to lose the fat, which is the other portion of this body recomp, you're going to need a slight deficit, because in order to lose fat, you need to be in a deficit. Makes sense? So on our off days, our non-training days, we're going to be at a very, very slight deficit, which I recommend around minus 250. So that's just the nutrition side of things. That's just your calorie cycling. That's how you're going to be able to stay in a deficit while feeding your muscles enough to gain strength and muscle. Okay, so then the other portion of that is actually training for muscle gain. So you're still going to want to focus on things like progressive overload, and I recommend pyramid training, and we build the program specifically where you insert your stats, and we're giving you a routine based on your 1 rep maxes, and we give you a calculator if you can't do that, that's going to focus on enforcing progressive overload. So for the next 12 weeks, let's call it, I'm going to tell you exactly what your main compound lifts are going to have to revolve around. Then your accessory work is all based around percentages as well, and even your calorie cycling is calculated specifically for you to calculate. So you're going to need to be training as if your goal is to gain strength, same way we would in a bulk and strength program, except our focus is not so focused where we're allowed to keep our surplus high enough where it's just to bulk, just to gain mass, because we still need to be in that deficit for fat loss. So the complication behind a body recomp, the complication between how to gain muscle and strength while losing fat, is that it's going to be a tedious and grueling process because it's a lot slower. You can only keep the deficit so low if you still want to feed your muscles and feed your body enough on those other training days in order to gain muscle and strength. A lot of people have tried calorie cycling in a different way, where certain weeks you're higher and certain weeks you're lower. You probably should do this, not on the table, that makes no sense. But that doesn't seem to work because your body can't adjust quickly enough. Your body can't gain or lose quickly enough to do that. So this calorie cycling all in the same week and staying at a very slight deficit seems to be the trick. And that's how, this was a quick video, this was awesome. That is how you lose fat while gaining muscle. That is exactly how you body recomp. I will link to the new program below. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. But if you guys like keeping the video short and sweet, like I tried to do today, let me know in the comments below if you guys want more of an explanation, if you guys want me to actually write everything out and go through the process and say X amount of calories per day. If you had this per week, you subtract this and do this. And if you want it more drawn out, let me know. If this was enough for you guys, let me know. I'm open to suggestions, and I'll see you next week for How To Tuesday, but I'll see you Thursday for a new How Would Superheroes Train. Later. Hey guys, I love pepperoni, and if you subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and check out the links below, I'll get to eat more pepperoni, because I'm a puppy, and I love pepperoni. Please, get me more pepperoni. I just need it. Oh yes, pepperoni's so good. Please subscribe and like.